Hey guys, welcome to a BitConnect video. Today I'm going to be talking about BitconnectX, some updates in BitConnect, what I believe about the BitConnect platform, and also what I think about other YouTubers promoting BitConnect as a legitimate investment. Anyways, let's get right into the video. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, and this is something that's very fresh, this just happened 1 or 2 days ago, and if you guys hadn't heard about it, what happened is Texas has banned new BitConnect investments from the state of Texas. So pretty much what happened, let me go over to the document here. This was the official statement that they released. I will be leaving a link in the description to the PDF that I am showing right here. But long story short, what they say is that BitConnect token is considered a security, and because they have not registered with the Texas Securities Commission, they are not going to allow people to make investments in BitConnect. But there are some interesting stuff in this document, as they do also talk about how this is an investment platform that is very risky, as they do not show any reason to prove that it is legit. They don't show any trading algorithms. They never show any trade bots. And this is especially interesting, as this is the government now saying this. And although, you know, cryptocurrency is sort of anti-government with the whole decentralized nature of it, I do think it is important that the government is saying this, as it does show that there are people, you know, even in government, even in the community, who are doing very deep research into this site. And even after doing all that, there is still nothing to prove that this site is real. And it says officially in this document that you can read online. And now I'm just going to go over some of the things that they said here. So the Securities Commissioner found that BitConnect investments are securities, but were not registered as required by the Texas Securities Act and State Security Board rules and regulations. In addition, the company did not register to sell securities in Texas. So this was their main reason as to shutting it down. They later continued to say that Texas was the first state to issue order on cryptocurrency investments. The Securities Commissioner on December 20th entered a emergency cease and desist order, which is almost the same thing that they did to BitConnect, against USI Tech, which is another investment platform very similar to BitConnect, high yield program. BitConnect has disclosed virtually nothing about its principles, financial condition, or strategy for earning profits for investors. It has not provided a physical address in England that is legitimate. There are people online that have proven that this address that they've shown is not real. You know, people who call into the building and different things like that. And despite providing no information on how it will make money for investors, including the algorithms behind the bot, BitConnect is touting its investments as a safe way to earn a high rate of return. So what they're saying in this last sentence is it's nothing that proves currently that BitConnect is a legitimate platform. Everything is up in the air. They're making false claims on their website. So Texas decided to shut it down. And I do think it may be good that Texas is finally getting down on these programs that really provide no evidence as to what they do. There is the argument of, well, Texas shouldn't decide whether I invest in this program or not. But whenever there is something like this that goes against the law, making false claims, I do think it should be investigated and shut down, especially when handling this much money, until they can prove that it is legitimate. Even if they don't reveal to the public how they are using their trade bot, what algorithm they're using, if it's even real, I think the government you know, should maybe look into it before allowing them to really say that it is a safe way to invest their money. Now, something else very interesting that has been happening is the BitConnect price going down in Bitcoin. Now, if you guys have seen the BitConnect price chart, here it is. And if you guys can see here, it has followed Bitcoin for a very long time in terms of its growth. As Bitcoin has been growing, more people have heard about BitConnect, and the price of their token has in turn gone up with Bitcoin. And then recently, at around the $10,000 mark of Bitcoin, BitConnect did start to fall off here. And I do think there was a period where BitConnect went down. I think that's why it dipped to its lowest point. and then recently it has recovered a little bit as the site went back up and the ICO and certain news like that. But I do want to show this because a lot of theories saying, how BitConnect might be making their money besides trade bots has to do with the price of their coin continuing to go up, in which they can then use the profit that they're making from holding or owning their coin in order to pay out the interest returns. So at this current rate, if it continues to go down, then that would show that this might not be how they are actually making money, but I will talk about that in a little bit. So this next thing I wanted to show you guys is the BitconnectX ICO. Now, I find this a complete joke to be, this is not going to be something that I'm going to be investing in. I'm not going to be recommending it. I do not personally believe in BitConnect. I'm going to talk about that in 1 second, why I do not believe in it. But in my opinion, this BitconnectX ICO is something that's very interesting because BitConnect is supposed to have a ton of money, right? They are an investment platform, and currently a lot of people would agree that their current website has nothing wrong with it. You put your money in and you print money and get money and you get paid. There's nothing wrong. They don't need to change anything. Maybe they can grow their platform, but it does not need a new coin. So a big question that a lot of people should be asking is, why does BitConnect need money? Why do they need to make an ICO? So my opinion on this is there are two possibilities as to what this ICO could really be for BitConnect. And one is an exit strategy for BitConnect. So as I just showed you, BitConnect has been going down in Bitcoin value, which has made it harder for them. As BitConnect has gone down in value, it has not allowed them to make more money off of what they already have. So they realize that they're not going to be able to stay up for much longer. So what they are doing is they're making a BitconnectX ICO as a final move to get out of the space and cash out and get out of cryptocurrency. This is the one that I personally believe in. Another thing that people think it might be is a way to raise more funds to continue BitConnect. So instead of shutting down and withdrawing their funds, they are going to be continuing BitConnect with the new money coming in from this ICO. And personally, I do not see any reason for them to do this. I think they're just going to continue losing money as people bring more speculation as to why they are fake, but you never know what can happen. So next I want to talk about why I think BitConnect is not really using a trade bot. Now, this is something that a lot of people have asked me when talking to me, and they say, Crypto Advisor, I have heard that you can make 2 to 3% on average per day with the different trade bots and you trading personally. If you're making 2 to 3% a day, why can't BitConnect make 2 to 3% a day? And this is something that a lot of people might not really understand at first, especially if you're getting into cryptocurrency initially. The thing is, I can make 2 to 3% with, maybe tens of thousands of dollars, or I can make 2 to 3% with smaller amounts of money relative to what BitConnect has, okay? At the max, I would maybe be trading with $100,000, and then 2 to 3%, that would obviously be a very good day. But for BitConnect, they are trading with 100 million plus, $100 million. Now, the thing with cryptocurrency markets is liquidity. If you buy 10 Bitcoin worth of any altcoin on most exchanges, so any coin that's not in the top 10, you will have a hard time selling that 10 Bitcoin of that coin unless you strategically slowly sell it. Point being, if you are using a trade bot, even on the Bitcoin markets, even on Ethereum, but so far BitConnect says to only be trading currently on the Bitcoin or BitConnect markets, there is absolutely no way for them to be sustaining a 1% or 0.8% average return with over $100 million with trade bots. I know this for a fact as I have tested my trade bots with larger amounts of money, And even once you start to get to $100,000, it really does slow down the bot so much. And I have tried all sorts of algorithms, AI trading, trading view scripts, different trade bots that range all over in price. I've tried using multiple exchanges, and I know for a fact that there is no way that they can be making $1 million+ a day off of using their trade bots, even just on the Bitcoin market. So that is my personal belief as to them not being legitimate. That is what I think is going to happen to BitconnectX. And honestly, I do find it a little bit sad that a lot of YouTubers are promoting BitconnectX as a good investment opportunity, because I think it's going to be a complete flop. And obviously, we're only going to be able to see what happens after these 3 days until the ICO happens. But hopefully you guys will stay safe, only make legitimate investments on coins that are currently in the market and you can trade and sell anytime you want. And hopefully we can all continue to make money. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next video.